The court registry investment system.
Federal courts earn interest on the money they receive in fees, fines, etc. Basically, they invest the money, presumably on petition from the payer, through the South Texas USDC CRIS flow charts, showing how CRIS administers the money through JP Morgan, which gets a nice fee for the service. If you have a more recent report, send it to me. And now, some questions. Do you suppose the investment managers securitize the investment fund? Shouldn't the investment fund reduce the amount of fees the people must pay for court services, transcripts, PACER, and so on? When you pay fines or fees, should you designate them to go into CRIS investment? If you do designate them for CRIS, will you receive the earnings? Should you write to your legislators about this? America's judiciary are smaller corporate branches called courts. The judges are actually business administrators called judges. In all of America's laws are civil corporate regulations called statutes. People are treated as corporations in these courts, and these so-called bastions of justice are all about commerce and fraud. Everyone needs to be on the same page, and so precedents become their safety benchmark. This next question doesn't constitute any proof, but think about this. If American judges truly are the good guys, why don't they all wear white robes instead of black? The answer is because black is the pagan traditional color for Illuminati priests, which will make more sense to you as you read on through this expose. The local police and prosecutors are not in place to serve and protect the American public, but to the contrary, they are structured to protect the slave drivers in the private United States corporation by enforcing its corporate statutes against the corporate enemy, the American citizen. Most of these police officers haven't a clue about how they have been indoctrinated and manipulated. They are so naive and well-meaning that they actually believe they are preserving and protecting the public. The politicians, prosecutors, judges, priests, and clerks know the truth, and many of them increase their personal spoils with every conviction. Yes, the Vatican judges, prosecutors, and clerks make money off of every conviction and lawsuit, and their clearinghouse for all of these private spoils is located in the Texas Federal Reserve under an account titled the CRIS Fund, Court Registry Investment System. If our police officers would simply invest a little energy and time to research and read something other than Playboy or Popular Mechanics, or to hoist a few at the local police pub, they would discover that the amended version of the Trading with the Enemy Act of 1933 by President Franklin D. Roosevelt specifically identifies the American citizen as the enemy of the federal government. The fraud and deception perpetrated by these slave drivers works well, as long as they can maintain their deception and manipulation over the masses.